Okonokiistsi. It is July 24th, 2015 in the moon Okonokiistsi Otsitsi'tsspi when the Saskatoons Ripen. I'm out here at Spopikami and I've been here for the past couple of hours. I've been picking currants, red currants, black currants, golden currants. And I've been making some mental phenological notes as I'm out here, and I just thought maybe I should do a quick video journal to record some of it because it's all important for my studies here. One of the first notes to make is that out here on the wide south pool, in fact the pond in general, the water is very low, right? You can see this gap here. It's come down by at least a meter from where it was, not a meter in height, but in any case, it's starting to turn into mud flats out here, which it typically does at the end of summer. Turns into a mud flat, and then we're going to get some yellow legs out here feeding, along with lots of the usual characters who are here all summer long, the killdeer, the spotted sandpipers, and we usually get a wave of grackles, but that's a ways off yet. But yeah, the water is very, very low. The sounds that I'm hearing in terms of the birds, I'm hearing a lot of the cedar waxwings. There's a lot of cedar waxwings around. I hear a nighthawk diving in the air. I hear catbirds calling. I hear something that has changed is the kiki call of the northern flicker. Okonokiistsi has started again. They had stopped while they were nesting, and conversely, the songs of the orioles have ceased. So they might be nesting right now. I would suspect so. In terms of flowering and such, we have right now, I know in the forest, I haven't been over there, but I know in the forest the tall goldenrod is all flowering right now. Out here the buckbrush is in flower, the manikapi is in flower, bergamot, the burdock is in flower, yellow evening primrose is in flower. We have these guys right here who are in flower. This is a kind of a cone flower. I'm not sure even myself which one this is, but it's a kind of a cone flower. There's a mustard species that's still in flower, the really spicy, nice mustard that I enjoy the leaves of. In terms of berries and such, the Saskatoons have already been picked off by all the birds. Currants, there's tons of currants left, so I'm picking currants. There's lots of bullberries and chokecherries, but those aren't ready yet. This is the moon when Saskatoons ripen. So that's what I'm looking at mostly. On the water, water beetles, tons of them, tons of little water beetles. There's like little clouds of water beetles out there doing some kind of a mating swarm on the water tops. And eating those beetles have been the tree swallows. Lots of tree swallows out there. So these are just some of the phenological notes I thought I better put down, set down before I walk out of here. I'm probably going to walk out through the forest because I haven't been through there yet today. Just been out here on the wetlands picking berries. Looks like a young snipe panicking at my approach. There he goes over the levee. Yeah, rather than heading directly through the forest, as I moved in that direction, I got the feeling that maybe I should come out here on the wet meadows and check the progression of the mint. So this is what I've done. I've come out here, and indeed the mint is looking pretty good, much taller than a few weeks ago when John Nightingale and I came out here to pick. So as I'm moving through the wet meadows, I'm gathering a little bit of that to bring home with me as well. And I will cut into the forest here before too long, just to get a peek at what's going on in there. But I thought might as well come and check out the mint while I'm here. Yeah, so coming through the forest main, as I thought, the one thing that I'm seeing, that I'm noticing, it's a real change here, is that the tall goldenrods are all in flower now. When I came through last weekend with my student Carol, they were just starting to pop. Now they're definitely in full bloom. It's a lot of chatter of house wrens as I move through, as well as some other birds. And otherwise, there's some mosquitoes present. There was last weekend too, which this year has not been really too bad at all for mosquitoes down here. Which I guess I can be grateful for. One of the very odd absences this year, phenologically, is the rhombic leaf sunflowers. Normally on this slope that I'm passing right now, on this levee slope, in every other year for the past 8 years or so, there have been a large population of rhombic leaf sunflowers, which should be in bloom right about now. And I don't even see a single plant here. That is very odd, because what happened to the sunflowers? They were here. They were here last year. They were here every year before that. How does a plant population disappear from a levee like this, where there hasn't been any real other significant change that I've noted that would have some way like erase the plant from the community here on the levee. So I'm at a complete loss to understand what's going on here, unless all of the sunflowers last year somehow had failed seeds. I don't know how that would occur, but it's bizarre. So I'm pretty much at the end of my brief survey today. I'm headed over to the parking lot now. One thing that I didn't mention before, that I saw while I was picking berries, is that there was a 7-spot lady beetle going through its last transformation from grub into adult, and the old exoskeleton or whatever it is was linked to a absinthe plant, and I was transforming there almost like a cocoon. So I've seen that before, and I've seen it before with absinthe plants in this moon. So I thought it was interesting that it was linked like that to the absinthe. Makes me wonder whether or not the introduction of the 7-spot lady beetle also coincides with the introduction of the absinthe. I don't know. But anyway, I just thought I'd note that, since I didn't find another example to show.